Morning, guys. It's Gary Jerome with KillingAFatGuy.com, and today I'm going to talk about setting and attaining goals and what the problem is when you set goals and you let yourself off the hook for missing them. You know, when you first start out getting back into some kind of a exercise routine where you're trying to do regular exercise or regular training, you're going to come across situations where initially your body's going to resist, and you're going to feel a lot of pain. You're going to go through challenges of mental battles that you have in your head of getting up in the morning. And once you figure out how to get past those things, how to get past the pain, how to get past the battles in your mind that don't want you to get out of bed, once you develop a system for bypassing those challenges, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to set some goals. And the thing about goals is that goals give you a target to attain. If you are trying to if you are just getting in the car and just driving west, you know, you're never going to get to New York. I mean, unless you're on the far East Coast. But if you're in Texas and you're driving west, you're never going to get to New York. If New York is your goal, then you have to go in the direction of your goal, and that's a little bit off of the subject. But you can't just get in the car and start driving west and not know where you're going. You have to know where you're going. You have to know what your destination is. And that's what goals do for you. Now, what the problem that many people face, and I face it myself, is sometimes when you set goals, you don't make them. And you don't realize the goal, you don't realize the objective. And you end up letting yourself off of the hook for that. You're like, well, I don't want to beat up on myself too bad because I need to keep my positive attitude up, my positive energy up, and if I start beating on myself for missing my goal, then I'm gonna make myself feel bad. And I'm not saying that that's what you do. I'm saying don't let yourself off the hook so easy. You know, when I was a kid, one of the worst pieces of advice I think I ever got, because it's stuck in my mind. I'm 43 years old now, and I was probably 11 or 12 when I was told this, was, set a big goal. Put it out there. Make a big goal. Say you want to make $1 million in a year. And you know what? If you only make it 80% of the way there, that's okay. You still made $800,000 in a year. That's pretty good money. Be proud of that. Be proud of that. The problem with that idea is that it's telling you to be proud of not attaining your goal. And if you do that long enough, if you do that with enough consistency, where you set a big giant goal and you don't meet it, and you set another big giant goal and you don't meet it, and you set another big giant goal and you don't meet it, the problem is that what you end up doing, ironically, is conditioning yourself for failure. You end up conditioning yourself to not meet your goal. Why? Because you end up letting yourself off of the hook over and over and over again, and then you make it okay to set these giant goals that you have no chance and no prayer of achieving, and conditioning yourself to fail. Now, am I saying not to set big goals? No, absolutely not. Dream big, have big goals in your life, but make the steps to getting to those goals attainable. The way you get to a goal is small steps. I had a goal when I set out to get to 5 miles. I knew I wasn't going to get out of my bed and walk 5 miles. That wasn't going to happen. I have to condition my body. I have to condition my mind. I have to condition my every part of myself to get to the level where I can do 5 miles a day. It wasn't a thing where I jumped out of bed and just started walking 5 miles every day. It takes time. It takes time to condition yourself. It takes time to learn what parts of your body you need to listen to and what parts you need to just ignore. And so when you're setting your goals, make it progressive. Make it steps along the way. You know, say, I didn't get to 5 miles today, but, you know, I got to 4.5. I was listening to my body. My body wasn't going to continue for today, and I needed to turn around and go back today. You know, I needed to finish it out today. And that's okay for today, but you know what? I got to 4.5 today. I'm going to push it to 4.75 tomorrow, or 4.6, or whatever it is. Make the goal attainable, but make it so that you have to reach for it. That's the trick. That's the rub. You make the goal attainable, but make it so that you have to reach for it. And don't condition yourself for failure. You know, don't set giant goals and just say, I'm going to get up tomorrow and I'm going to run 10 miles. No, you're not. Because when you don't do it, you're going to start to feel bad about yourself and about who you are, and you're going to condition yourself to not achieving goals. And that's worse than not having a goal at all. So that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I want to get back to my I'm going to get back to my exercise here, get back to my training, and finish out my 5 miles for the day. As always, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Give me your feedback. Share with your friends. Get out there and make it happen, man. Set small, incremental goals towards your big goal. And give yourself the time to get it done. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Leave a comment. Like the video. Share the video. Tell your friends about us. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Check it out, guys. This is pretty cool.
This is not what I desire. What I desire is something more.
Stop thinking about your circumstances and your problems.
You have an idea in your mind. You have a vision. You have a dream for what it is you want to accomplish.